What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dylan. Welcome back to another Destiny video. Starting off a new little series that I'm going to be trying to do every single week from now on, and that is basically a Trails of Osiris, guide for the map that week. Basically going over some strategies of basically how I would play the map. Now basically I'm not the world's best Crucible player, but I do go flawless every single week when I want to play Trials, so maybe that just gives you a little bit of an indication that I sort of know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Rusted Lands is a pretty lopsided map. One side of the map is far much more better than the other. So basically this side, if you spawn down here, this is the bad side of the map in my opinion. Basically if you spawn on the beach, you pretty much should have the round easily, in my opinion. Basically the cap point spawns over here, right where I'm stood right now. One team will spawn down there, across over on the beach. If you do spawn down there, I'd immediately work your way over to where I am right now. Basically play this area. This area is going to be really good. There's plenty of angles, there's different heights. You can use all of these different ledges and arms to your advantage. Use height to your advantage on this map. It's a really key thing. I've played quite a few matches on this map where people, I've been up here for example, and people don't know where I am. Say maybe they came from through here, maybe they killed a teammate, they're trying to make a push, they go through this little tunnel and they can see me on the radar but they don't know exactly where I am, and then I just quickly pop a couple of shots and then I get the free kill. So basically use the height to your advantage. There's plenty of ledges you can jump on around here. Another one would be this pipe. This pipe right up here, you can actually get up on top of this ledge. I'm going to try to get up on top of it if I can, but my jumping's not on point right now, considering I just woke up a little bit ago. So if it lets me up, please, you're going to let me up. There you go. So basically you can get up on this pipe and use this pipe to your advantage. Now if you spawn down here and you know the enemies aren't pushing this side at all, I'd probably try and get someone to come and jump up here and just try and have a look down this side of the map, see if they can see anyone on that big water container over there, just to see if there's anyone there. Maybe the enemies are trying to push round, and call it out for your teammates, so then your teammates can start to run over to the other side of the map and look for the different angles for where enemies are going to come from. A couple of angles that you're going to want to watch out for. If you are actually stood up on any of these ledges, watch out for someone that may be sniping across on that building over there, as it is actually a very good angle. Obviously you got this one to worry about as well. Now down here you shouldn't really have to worry about, but this is obviously if you're standing over here, you're going to want to be careful, because obviously you got your back completely exposed if you're watching this way, but you shouldn't be looking this way anyway if your teammates already called that they're rotating. So just try and work together, call them out. If you see red on your radar, the way I always say it is, if you see red, call it out. That's the way you play Trails of Osiris. If you get one person down, try and make a push on it. Try and maybe, say if I got one down here, someone overextended on the enemy team, I'm going to quickly pop 3 shots into him, and then I'm probably going to throw a wombo on it and try and rotate, maybe try and get some height, try and get an angle, try and force the enemies back a little bit more. Just try and, like I said, play this area. It's going to be a huge advantage for you, but that's going to be pretty much it for this side of the map. So starting off from the other spawn, basically I'm going to go over a few tips and tricks for this side. This side, in my opinion, is a little bit harder to play with. Most people, if you have a sniper on your team, I don't know if you've ever played this map before, your sniper will usually jump up here, and then they'll probably, maybe about 50-50 chance. If they're good, they might get a kill, but more or less they'll probably just get sniped straight off the rip, and then they're just opening the round up for the other, for the enemy team to come in and just get the easy round. Don't do this. I'd never jump up here. It's completely pointless. The enemy team gets the clear advantage of the spawn. They're going to be able to set up way quicker than you are. So personally, I wouldn't go for it. One of the best sides to go for, if I was to play this map, I always try and push this building here. Now, when I'm in this tunnel, if I see any red on my radar, that's pretty close to me. If I can see that they're coming, that the enemies are pushing this angle, I'm going to call it out to my teammates. 9 times out of 10, if they are pushing this angle, you're either going to have someone on the bottom through this little tunnel down here, or you're going to have someone coming up here. Basically, maybe throw a grenade up here and then play quite aggressive going up with your primary, or maybe just jump up with a sidearm if you're feeling like that. because that's what the meta is right now. And then I'm trying to play this angle right here. I'm trying to rotate around this side of the map. Maybe you get one down at this car because he's trying to hard aim someone that's maybe camping over there, or maybe trying to rotate with you, and then try and push the enemies through this side of the map. As you can see, the cap point's right here, basically the area that you're going to be wanting to hold. And the idea, if you spawn on that side of the map, is to try and get the enemies out of this spawn into the other side. You want to push them out of their spawn, and then you're basically just going to hold this area. There's no reason to move out of this area. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, try and get it. And that is basically how you play this map.
I'm giving this one
over
to
now,
Alpha Team.
That's how I play this map personally. It's very simple. There's a couple of other strategies you could do as well, and I'm going to go over that right now. Basically, if you're playing against a really good team and you know they're really good, you know you're thinking in your head that, oh god, you know, we're going to lose this. You know, there's quite a lot of good players on the team. One, don't put those thoughts into your mind, because once you've already saying you lost, you've just lost, you know, before the match has even started. But if you're playing against a good team, probably they're going to be rushing straight through here. A lot of good teams play very aggressive, and they'll just push straight up to this point where I am to try and get different angles, and they'll probably try and force you even further into your spawn. Now, one of the things is, I would never try and go further back. You never want to give up ground. In my opinion, you always want to try and play as aggressive as possible. You always want to try and win your gunfights. Picking angles is obviously one of the main things. Never say if I was stood here. You know, I'm out in the open, I'm completely exposed, it's just kind of stupid. You know, say if someone was head glitching there and I can only see their head, they're going to have the clear advantage. They've got my entire body to shoot. You want to try and pick your angles wisely. You want to make sure you're playing with cover, maybe try and peek shoot a little bit. So I mean, stuff like this angle is miles better than this. You know, I'm out in the open compared to, you can only see a little bit of it. Okay, try and pick your angles wisely, try and play them correctly. But again, aggressive teams are probably going to push straight up through here, or an aggressive team will probably try and push straight through down there where I was calling earlier. If all three of the enemy do come this way where I'm right now, basically just rotate to the left side of the map and get the, you know, this side of the map completely for free. If they give it to you, take it. That's just basically the way I'd play it. Again, it's maybe a newbie strategy, but this is just the way I win a lot of my games. Hopefully this gives you a few ideas onto, you know, a few tips on going forward this week. Again, I'm only doing this series for people that may struggle. You know, people that are maybe trying to get the Age of Triumph book done when it comes out. Just for the people that need it. Again, for the people that don't, you know, congratulations on going force. But for the people that do, hopefully it does help. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.